my mouse
Awesome.
accidentally clicked it anyway, so that would have been
All
bad if
right.
we weren't ready.
Well, it's
Hey
cool. We're
guys.
alive. It's
Hello,
alive.
everybody. I'm trying
What's
to
up,
Hello,
fix my
everyone?
hello,
screen.
film students.
I'm going to be
Hello,
really
Rebecca
disappointed if
and
Boris
Josh.
Karloff doesn't show up in this movie. No,
Hello,
I'm just kidding.
Nolan.
What's up, Nolan? What's up, Rebecca, 80, Tom and the gang, art
Yep.
students,
Hello,
film
everybody.
students?
Well, Rebecca, I figured there wouldn't be a problem because I highly doubt he can copyright Nicolas Cage. I don't even think that's like his real name, right? Like that's just the stage name.
Yeah, I think so, because he's
Yeah.
really a Coppola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom and the gang are here. Film students are here.
What's up,
Tom,
everybody?
Tom and the gang has a big party tonight, so they may not comment in, but they're gonna have us on screen as
Hello,
usual.
party.
Ooh, what's up, party? What are we celebrating? Do we know?
Spring.
Spring?
Yep.
Oh, I was hoping they would say the mummy, but it's fair.
We're celebrating the ice finally melting and the ice jams breaking. If you've never heard
Yeah.
an ice jam break, it sounds like a giant thunderstorm coming from the river, and then all of a
Wow.
sudden, like the waterfalls just take the ice everywhere. It
Nice.
could be really
Fun.
cool, but it could also flood where you live. So, yes, Mercy
Always
delivered.
fun.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last night. It looked like the restream program that we used to stream
Yeah.
said live last night and tonight, which was really weird. So I went through and made sure everything else is set right. So and thanks to everybody, we are only $130 away from our March goal.
Yeah.
So
Nice, nice.
thank you guys so much for
Oh,
supporting us.
oh.
Yeah, I hope AD shows up. He told me he was going to show up tonight. So,
I hope so.
but yeah, they're having their springtime bash now at
That's
the
fair.
bar
Cool.
because the weekend they usually do it, there's conflicting parties going on, and they like in their town they all take turns
Yeah.
taking the lead because their town is that small, so supporting
Okay.
each other,
Always a
Heck
good
yeah.
thing.
always a good thing.
Hang on.
Now
I need to move my lunchbox. There we go.
we do have a couple yeah, I saw that, Rebecca. Thank you guys for still showing up. That means a lot to us.
Yeah, that was cool. I know I was on the way down to the lagoon with my wife, and Nolan messaged me, and I saw how we were supposed to be live, and I was like, wait a minute. No, it's supposed to be Saturday. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah, no, I don't know what
But
happened. It was a glitch in the system, guys. So I did go through and fix everything.
yeah.
So we're all good now.
But seriously, thank you all for showing up anyways. That means a lot to all of us. I can confess that much. So.
Yeah, some of our secret message chats said basically, "Oh, it's probably a glitch. See you tomorrow." So, like, thank you guys for returning
Oh,
tonight.
really? Thank you, film
Yes,
students, for
yes,
returning
yes,
tonight.
yes.
Yeah.
And they are wanting to know if there's anything special that they need to pay attention to in this film.
Um. Well, I would say so. This is a Terrence Fisher film again. What's up, Josh? This is a Terrence Fisher film, so I always say pay attention to his transitional shots. And let me see. I think I don't think it's this. I don't think Asher is. Oh, he is. So Asher is the cinematographer for this as well. So you will also see the individual lighting of each character that he does that we saw in Curse of Frankenstein and Horror of Dracula. So outside of that, I don't want to discuss too much of the plot because I felt like I kind of spoiled the Gorgon a little bit. But as far as like paying attention to like the aspects of the filmmaking, I would just pay attention to that as well as the acting. So you're in for a treat, especially if you like mummy films in general,
Yes.
especially if you like the Universal mummy films, because this is like a combination of like all those movies into one. So just to give you a little fun fact, this does suggest like the 1932, Boris Karloff classic, but it's really more of a soft reboot or remake of The Mummy's Hand mixed with The Mummy's Tomb. And then, not to spoil it, but they take some elements of the ending of The Mummy's Ghost and put that in this as well with a Hammer twist.
Yes.
So this is my favorite Mummy movie. I'm just going to go ahead and give y'all full disclosure on that. So I will definitely probably be biased on my opinions on
He's
it. But
gonna be nerding out the whole time.
yeah, I really love this movie. You got Christopher Lee as the Mummy and Peter Cushing as basically the Brandon what's his name,
Fraser.
Fraser, right? Yeah, kind of character.
I love Brendan Fraser. He's
So
awesome.
yeah, I love those mummy movies too. Don't get me wrong, the Brandon Fraser movies, those are awesome as well. But for me, this is my go-to mummy movie, and of course, the original classic with Karloff. So
Yes, and we haven't done any of the Boris Karloff movies, but we will be doing that in the future. So that way
Yeah.
you guys can
we should have a
come
Karloff month,
by and
honestly.
see. Yeah, we definitely need to. I think the only thing that we did Boris Karloff wise was that thriller episode of his.
Yeah, that was really cool. I hope we show more of
So,
those. That was
we
fun.
can, if everybody wants to watch more of those, we can absolutely. Um, and then we have next Friday we have the Mummy Shroud.
Oh
And then
yes,
we have
good.
the Plague of Zombies on Saturday night.
Ooh.
So-
Nice.
And then the weekend after that on Saturday we have Haxton, which we can screen share because
Oh yes. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so nerding out for that.
and then because that's the 22nd, the week after we're just gonna not do anything because I may be delivering this potato.
Okay.
And that's fair.
But however, if they think that he's gonna come a little later, I might have to just update what we do. We should only just have like a couple week break, kind of like how we did for the holidays.
Mhm.
If for any chance that it's going to be longer, I will absolutely make it so Gills and Mage can run the show
Yes.
and keep everything going. If
So
need
we'll
be.
still be here, guys. So please tune
Yeah.
back in
Yeah.
if that's the case.
Yeah,
I'm sure Mercy will be in the chat.
Yeah, I'll either be in the chat or depending on what happens in this weird limbo. So.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca.
you for the super chat, Rebecca.
I have Dino
Wow,
Nuggies,
thank you, Rebecca.
actually.
You what? Say that again, Mage. What? I'm sorry.
I have Dino Nuggies. Not right now.
Oh, lucky! I forgot. See, we got halfway here, and I was like, I left the Dino Nuggies.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
I could just picture your wife having a horrific look on her face, like how
Yes.
dare you?
Well, she salvaged it by bringing Jurassic Park on VHS. So I
Okay,
was
well,
like,
that
all right,
works.
it's fine. But
That
then I was
works.
like, we should have had Dino Nuggies for this now.
Yes. And if for some reason you guys hear me say like weird like ooh things or sound like Winnie the Pooh,
No.
this kid is
Sorry.
freaking doing somersaults in my belly right now, and I just can't deal. And it's the only way that my sensory overload doesn't drive me nuts. So
Mercy, have you seen Nolan's comments?
yes, I did. And no.
Keep
no.
up the grind.
You know what? It might be the only thing that distracts me too.
Oh
Like,
man,
no,
I'm
we gotta
so-
watch the more of the strain
yeah.
while straining to give life. No, yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be really weird.
Yeah. So just before we begin, I want to give a fun fact because Mage, I think you are a Doctor Who fan. So this film is is an influence to the Doctor Who episode Pyramids of Mars from the 1975. So I'm not quite sure which Doctor that is, but if you have seen that episode, this film heavily inspired it. It's a little fun fact
okay.
for the nerds out there.
Tom and the gang, they say this is their favorite mummy as well.
Yes, it is. I have to say, I feel like this is one of the most definitive mummy movies for sure. The makeup on Christopher Lee is just so remarkable.
I think it's one of the best mummy makeups.
I
I've
do
seen,
too.
honestly, because they used his.
No, that's the
facial-
Tom Cruise one. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine
Oh, gosh.
somebody trying to do that. Saying that.
But they used Lee's facial structure perfectly with this makeup, which is something
Yeah.
I always look for. Holy crap, 80.
What's up,
Live stream
80?
for 9 hours.
80.
Bro.
Oh, really? What live stream, 80?
Damn.
Probably something
Like-
fan made, I'm guessing.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, as far as the makeups in this movie, if you are on the like more of the special effects side of the whole film student thing, definitely pay attention
Yes.
to it in here.
Oh yeah, and
Um,
I'm sorry, I should have said that too. Yeah, pay
No, you're
attention
fine.
obviously to the makeups and costumes in this. Duh.
This
feel like
is
that
definitely
goes without
one where they actually did a very good job. Even when things do look a little cheesy, it's still not bad. It's good cheese, not bad cheese, my friends.
Yes.
So, And again, remember, less is more. Whenever you do,
Yes.
makeups less is more.
I just want to go ahead and say that the monthly film bulletin, because I was looking up on the wiki here on like some of the reviews that they gave,
Mhm.
and they basically was like, this movie's trash. Like it should have been, it's woodenly directed and it should have been better. All right, you're wrong. Nobody even knows what the monthly film bulletin is anymore, but everybody knows what the Mummy movie is. So get wrecked, poser. Sorry. I just wanted to say that before we continued because that really triggered me when I read it. So just
I
wanted
think-
to defend this masterpiece of a film.
I think people that say that, like,
It was
just
ahead of its
don't-
time. They didn't know what they were talking about. It's okay.
It's just like, I don't know. If you compare it to half the crap, like, have you guys not seen the recent like movies they're putting on freaking Tubi? They have all this tech and it all looks like
Yeah.
shit. So yeah, I'll just take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like seriously, this. So this
I was right. 80 was watching
is a
Bandmaid.
gorgeous film. All right, 80. Yeah, happy belated birthday, Josh.
It's in the description of the live, Rebecca.
Oh, it's in the live. Okay.
Yeah. I have it's in the description box beneath the live stream. I have a link to the movie. I'm sorry. I forgot to put it in the chat. I've been all over the place. So let me fix that.
So I know nobody really cares about what Rotten Tomatoes says, but it currently holds a 89% on it with
That's
based
actually good.
based on 9 reviews, but whatever. Wait till I give my review, then it'll be 100%. So but also just a little fun fact, if you saw this in America at the drive-in theater, you would see this and The Curse of the Undead, which I think is also a Hammer film, but it was kind of more done by Universal, if I'm not mistaken, because I think I have seen this. Hang on.
Right.
Yes, it is. I think Peter Cushing is in this too. Well, either way, but they also showed it in America with Vincent Price's The Bat, which I know that the panel has already shown that film.
Yes,
I think that was right before I joined the panel too, as well. If I'm not
yes, it
mistaken.
was, and I don't think I showed the 1926 version of the Bat, which we need to.
Ooh, we should show that too. So
We need to.
So back in the day, if you were going to pull up and see this at the theater, you would see the greatness of Vincent Price and then this film, or vice versa, depending on how the drive-in theater operated back then.
Mm-hmm. All
So
right.
y'all are in for a treat if you've never seen this. I hope you enjoy it because I think it's really aged well and it's just it's a really good time.
Not me.
What do you mean?
Oh, it was a joke on X between Mercy and I, and then I was like, because I said Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Christopher Lee is tall as fuck.
Oh
And
yeah,
you've
he
got-
is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, well, it's made me look old. Camera made me look old and balding.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So I was
I
like, not me.
Oh,
I
okay.
shared the
I was
last
like, wait,
picture.
what? I was like, I thought you liked mummy movies, Mage. I'm so confused.
No, no.
Yeah, I shared the last picture of Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee together, and he
Okay.
commented on it because he didn't realize how big Christopher Lee actually was until he saw
Yeah.
the picture. So,
Yeah. Cool.
all right, guys, if you guys are ready to get
Oh.
going,
I'm so ready. I was born ready for this. All right. I guess I'll do the countdown. Everybody
Sure.
ready?
Yeah, I got to turn my music off.
All right. 3, 2, 1. The mummy! I'm at 1 second. 3 seconds.
Yep, I'm at 3 seconds.
Ooh, I need to probably turn this down.
127, 47.
Be really loud. So
Hey, I can't complain. 80 gets us good sound qualities, man.
Yeah.
So I will have to say, I think every mummy movie that Hammer has done is really good. I would have to say this is the best one they've done. And the only one that's the second best one would be Mummy's Shroud. And then the third one, which is maybe the Mummy's Curse, or the Mummy's Tomb, I might get those titles wrong. But I know when I showed my friend these, because he really liked mummy films, I showed him the second mummy movie they made, then the Mummy's Shroud, then this one. And his feedback for me was that this was the best one. So,
Oh, nice, Nolan. I hope you enjoy today.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
yeah,
you're
I
watching
hope
along.
you do too, man. I know Nolan really likes mummy movies, so I told him he would probably really dig this one.
I hope you watch along more too when we get back into the strain, which will be in April. We're
Yeah,
doing
man.
2 episodes at a time to get through all the seasons.
You should also watch Hakeson with us or whatever.
Yes.
That's super metal. I'm gonna listen to black metal all that day before we stream it.
Luckily for that one, we just screen share it. So
Yes.
your first time watching a Hammer movie. Wow.
Nice.
Nice, man. Well, I will say this is a good one.
Yeah, I would say so. Absolutely.
I would definitely start you off with maybe a Dracula or Frankenstein, but you know what? I wouldn't be disappointed if this was your first one either. So
That's right, Edie. Walk like an Egyptian.
walk like an Egyptian with the Bengals. You know it. Walk like an Egyptian. Good year.
Yes.
Good year.
I remember 1895 well.
Me too. I was only negative -5 years old.
Not yet. He's fine. You can enjoy.
Secret message chat says already they're digging this.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I don't want to like overhype it, but like I said, I think this movie's nearly perfect.
They like the title cards.
Of course, we got what's his name right there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute greatness on screen. I believe his name is Michael Ripper. Always forget his last name.
Yeah, because y'all are old. Yeah, we are, bro.
Right.
Screw you, Nolan. Yeah, Nolan's gonna be like, the Tom Cruise movie was better.
Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah, yuck.
You're banned. I'm sorry, Nolan.
Yes, we have the high-waisted pants.
Yes.
We got the old man bellies going.
Okay. For some reason, I had like Dutch subtitles on mine, and I was so confused. I was like, there we go. And of course, we got Peter Cushing as John Banning, and I'm trying to hang on. There is a character name that is the same character in the first Mummy film, Joseph Wimple, and his use of the sacred scroll. Oh God! And he's played by Raymond Huntley, so we'll wait till he appears. But like I've said, if you're familiar with the Universal Mummy films, you'll really nerd out on this film.
Do they read from the book?
The Book of the Dead, yes.
Oh.
Well, of course, there wouldn't be a mummy movie if they didn't.
So does the Brendan Fraser movies essentially are kind of like a remake towards the older ones?
I wouldn't necessarily
Like in
say
their own way.
Yeah, I would say like in their own way,
SpongeBob.
and I would say that this film definitely inspired those kind of films. Maybe not like the whole storyline, but like like
Oh, okay.
as far as the time setting and stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. All right.
this movie
Rebecca,
definitely
when is he
inspired
not?
the Scorpion King. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I love the Scorpion King.
I do too. It's a guilty pleasure, and I get a lot of hate for liking it, but I don't care.
Secret message chat says they noticed the vibrant colors in this one.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
got more of like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got the power combo of Jack Asher and Terrence Fisher here. So even if you don't like the film, you can't deny how beautiful it looks, for sure.
That's okay, Nolan. If you do that, just meet up with us at the end, and we'll chat at the end. I hope
It's
you enjoyed the
okay,
movie.
Nolan. Yeah, you've been all right. 80 party on. So he's even, if you've seen the Mummy's Hand, he's more or less dressed as the same character in that film.
Oh.
Somebody said whenever there's something in with red clothing, that person means business.
Oh yeah, for
That's
sure.
true. That's true. dude's over there like, I wash my hands of this expedition, like right from
Yeah.
the get-go. Like,
He's like, I'm here for exposition, sir. Do not go into here because this. Bullet points. Hang on. He was in our reptile film, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Yes, I am wrong on that. I believe that is. Oh my god.
speaking of Reptile, one of the secret message chats actually rewatched the movie and could reappreciate the cheese.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say that night. I'm like, it is very cheese, but it's still awesome. And so, yeah, that is George Pastel. I thought I could have sworn he was in one of the other Hammer movies we saw. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, okay, so he's in The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. My fault. We haven't shown that yet. So that's what I was getting confused. And he also is in a James Bond film, License to Kill. And he's also in The Stranglers on Bombay, the pirate film, which I think I mentioned previously. We should show the pirate films of Hammer when
We should.
they're so over the top ridiculous. It's fun.
Cheese is great, Nolan.
God, I feel like she's been in a Hammer movie too. Besides that, it's not.
So someone said they're gonna take a drink every time they see a pair of pants up that high. Good luck.
Oh, you're gonna be
I
blackout
wasn't.
drunk in the first like 20 minutes, bro.
If Reservoir of Fez.
If you're gonna do that, I would recommend taking a lot of Powerade and water shots in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because look, this one was 1959, right? So they still like wore their
Yes.
belly button
Yeah.
pants and everything.
I love the green lighting in this room. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
I do too. That's like my favorite color green, to be honest.
Like anytime we're dealing with Fisher and Asher, man, I just like the lighting is always just top notch.
And
They just like understand each other. I feel like when they're like a power
Right.
combo together when they make a film.
definitely a great combination. I don't think people realize how tough the whole lighting thing is because you
No.
can mess up the whole scene with the like most improper lighting.
Plus nowadays, you can just go in and digitize stuff, but back then they couldn't really do that. So that's why I feel like it's really impressive, and you should focus on it because
Oh my god.
you can
really?
still make a movie of this caliber without doing all the CGI and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry, Nolan's comment. Just
Oh my god.
wow. Please don't do that. But that color green was such a nice choice for this
Yes.
because it's kind of a neutralish green. So you're like, is it something bad gonna happen now or later? You know what I mean? Like it's not like a strong green. where
Dang,
you're
Eddie, you're ready to party tonight, brother.
like, are you okay?
80's going to be like, Hathor is speaking to me through the statue. Fun little
Oh,
historical
jeez.
fact. That was the primary goddess that Cleopatra worshipped, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow.
And she liked to party, 80. No, I know. Yeah, we know Nolan.
I know
Yeah.
Nolan.
Yeah. Because you have to, this is back when the British were actually like, we're going to go into these tombs and the pyramids and
time?
like
Damn, Chris.
excavate the mummies, and nothing's going to happen. If you really want to get into like cool, well, I guess I could wait till we watch the Mummy Shroud on that. But there was a group of British people that did mess around with the tomb, and they all died.
Yeah.
And that's kind of heavily influenced the Mummy Shroud film. So I'll save that to talk about that. But I just want to leave that little Easter egg in this one as well.
And the fact that people that do go on these expeditions, they actually eat a piece of the skin of the mummy.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
gross. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta be a special kind of weirdo to do these things.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I get for like, for historical purposes, but as soon as you start like,
Doing the weird crap, it's like,
yeah, that's what I'm like. You lose my support, bro.
yeah. Spooky.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of documentaries about that too. And of course, you've got, depending on who's making the documentary, they're like, well, it's just because they all call it an ancient virus. So it's not like the magic they did is real. And then you got one where it's like, well, it's real magic and they all died. So, I'm sure the truth is in between.
Basically, yes. Anytime you see two extremes, there's a solid truth in between.
Yes. But it makes for a great horror film, and that's The Mummy Shroud, which we'll show next week for sure.
Yes, on Friday. I definitely wanted to keep these two together on the list.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
You gonna see Jaws in theaters? Nice. No.
Yeah, they're gonna re-release
Nice.
it. I'm gonna take the laugh too. We're gonna go.
Oh, that's
It's gonna be
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh, Rebecca. Am I gonna do her face reveal? Maybe.
You should, Mage.
Have you ever seen Jaws, Nolan? Is it your first time seeing it, or?
Oh yeah, if it's your first time seeing it, dude, definitely see it in theaters.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good to see.
I know there's a place in Texas, I can't remember where, but it's like a massive lake, and they project it on a big screen, and you're like in this lake with like water balloons and like water pillows, stuff like that, and they have scuba divers that
Nice.
go at the bottom of the lake, and during like the shark scenes, they'll come up and touch your toes and stuff, and like try to definitely scare you.
Nice.
I can't do that because I'd scream. I have fear of water as Gilboy, but
No, 80. There's
I
no
would
Dutch.
definitely love to do that.
There's no Dutch subtitles on my end. He just had subtitles on.
Yeah, for some reason it loaded mine with Dutch subtitles. Eddie.
Nolan, you're gonna like that movie. I think you'll like Jaws, especially being able.
Oh,
to see it in
yeah.
theaters. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, definitely go see that in theaters.
Especially
Nolan.
if you like the whole creature feature thing. I mean, it's a creature shark, a giant
Yes.
shark. But
And I would
Yeah.
also recommend you go home and then watch the second one. I know some people hate on it, but I think it's also a really good follow up to the first.
yeah, anything
It's
after the second
kind of like
one
a
gets
weird.
good,
It's
though.
kind of like a weird slasher. The second one is, but it's awesome. You'll enjoy it. The third one is like 3D and an aquarium, and then the fourth one, it's like I'm psychic and can talk to sharks, and it's just kinda
Yeah,
like,
anything after the second one, I kind of just ignore, to be honest.
yeah.
I've never really seen it past the first one.
I mean, I'll say the third one's not too bad. The fourth one is, it's they descend into like
Yeah,
severe
maybe.
B movie territory. I would say, where like the first two
okay.
are more higher class, I guess.
Yeah,
That first one's a masterpiece, and I think the
Oh, go
second
ahead.
one is also really good. But yeah, when you get to 3 and 4, it's kind of rough.
I think honestly, like the only series that actually has all four that are top notch is the Psycho series that we're gonna watch.
Yes, yeah, all the Psycho movies are masterpieces. Yeah, I agree with that.
Nice.
We'll be watching those back to back, so that way people don't miss the story. Because I feel like if we spread those out, it would be too much of a thing. And yes,
Yeah, no, I would say, Nolan, honestly, watch all the Jaws, but like
yeah,
at least if you're, watch the first two back to back, I would say, and
yes,
then you could take a break and then watch 3 and 4.
exactly. Yeah, absolutely. It's not like you have to watch them in sequel to get the gist. A lot of browns in this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of browns, and some greens, but that's more later on.
Somebody said another calm Peter Cushing movie. I can't stand it.
Well, don't worry, because when we get back to the next Frankenstein movie, you might be like, I miss the calm Peter.
Yeah.
Because he's a little too evil in this. And I honestly, I wanted everybody to see the kind of calm Peter before we went to the final Frankensteins, because he's such an evil bastard in that. It's hard to, like, I saw those first before I saw these, and I could not unsee him as the evil bastard. So
Yeah. He's like, "Hello, old man. Do you like that blanket? It looks very comfortable." He's like, "Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is."
right on, 80. Make sure you drink some water though.
Yeah, have a
Right,
snack once
yes.
in a while.
He's like, Father, I have uniquely picked your
Sin.
blanket to meet the color scheme of the room.
Yes. I hope you appreciate this. Not many sons would do this.
But I do like the shadows, like the shadows on the wall in the
Mhm.
background.
Yeah. Very soft looking.
Yes.
Holy crap, your controller sounds violent.
Well, 80 at least. Even if you're drunk as shit, at least you can type still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. This old guy's just like, dude, I'm trying to take my nap and you're
Yeah.
up in here bothering me.
He's like, but we had to put brown cloth in the background to balance out our brown and gray suits. $80. We did have a live stream. That's wild how many of y'all showed up for that, though. I think that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still blown away by that.
I didn't even know about it.
I just got Nolan's messages on X like, where are you guys? And I'm like, I was asleep, but okay. Like,
Dun, dun, dun. It's about time. We got to move this plot on. Come on.
back at the pub. Back at the pub in Hammer fashion, we have guys in hats.
This is the same one, isn't it? They've
Yeah.
always been in for. Okay, cool.
Like in almost all the Hammer films. Yeah, they just kind of rearranged
Yeah.
the tables.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's like recognizing it a little bit. They probably changed the paintings and everything too, and
Yeah.
the posters and stuff.
The bartender
like-
kind of looks like Reggie Bannister.
A little
He
bit.
So this also, you know, a majority of this film was also filmed in Bray Studios. Let me see. So the only other kind of cool fact I can share, well, I'll wait till we get to that scene because I don't want to spoil it yet. But I guess what I could say is a fiberglass replica of the sarcophagus created for this film is in a collection at the Perth Museum and Art Gallery, which that is in Scotland. So if you're in Scotland and you want to see the sarcophagus of the mummy, you can check that out. That would be really sick to see.
That guy sounded really drunk.
Yeah.
Someone asked, did they really make them drink all that booze, or was that just really good acting?
Maybe a combination of both.
Yeah. We want it as authentic as possible. Music score is also great in this movie.
There you go. I need to turn mine up a little bit. There we go.
I like how the room's kind of slanted in a way. Like, did you notice that? It kind of looks like slightly slanted.
Yes. It's almost as if he's about to meet his demise.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let me
Done with
see.
the whipping of these horses, man. Like, oh, nice, 80. How was that? I can't say I've had any inclination to go just because the heat alone for me would kill me. Tom said they dropped the leg lamp from A Christmas Story because it said fragile on the box.
Oh, really?
Oh.
They're like, where is this box? That's what you get for hiring two drunk guys to take it, though. Like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Right.
This guy's outfit is a winner. Thanks, Nolan. He's buying your friendship, Gills.
Oh, it's all right, man. I love this shot though with the creepy reds, the browns, and
Mhm.
greens. Yeah, it's awesome. The colors in this is just so magnificent.
Holy mage, are you okay?
Yeah,
I
you're like
don't know.
seasonal, bro.
Oh jeez.
Oh
I have no idea
no.
what's
What
going on.
is? Did you didn't snort that funny stuff? Did you?
No.
This guy's just tired of everybody's shit. He's just like, look,
Yeah.
I told y'all once before. And that's why Mage is freaking out because he saw the curse of the mummy and he just started wigging
Right.
out.
Oh man.
I believe that's David Browning as the police sergeant there. And there is Stephen Banning, who's also a character in The Mummy's Hand and The Mummy's Tomb and The Mummy, is also in this. So, like I said, this is kind of like a soft remake reboot of all the Universal ones all into one. So, if you are a super Universal Mummy nerd, you will notice all the little Easter eggs that they sprinkle throughout this film.
Oh.
Someone just said it looked like Peter was about to walk down the catwalk with that knit jacket he's on.
Oh yeah, man, he's super
he's
fab
pretty-
in this.
He's really dapper in this one. There are so many Peter Cushing fangirls in the film student thing. Like, you guys are typing in way too
Good.
fast.
I
Like,
hope
girls,
so.
calm down. I know it's
You
the
also see him as
hairline.
Tarkin when he blows up Alderaan.
Right.
You think he looks snazzy and hot in this? Wait till you see him in Star Wars.
Yeah. Like, I've actually never heard of Peter Cushing fangirls, but hey,
Hey, I'm
whatever.
excited. Hey,
I think the weirdest fangirl base I've ever seen was for Jack Nicholson.
oh, Jack Nicholson fangirls. Hey.
Yeah, because I couldn't. No, there's no way. I could never be a Jack Nicholson groupie. Nope. Nope. No, 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 no.
Well, I'm glad we got Peter Cushing groupies in the secret chat. It's awesome.
And I will.
I like how he's like, yes, we will read. We will read from the sacred scroll. Also, side note, I don't know how many people have seen Bubba Hotep with the great Elvis Presley fighting a mummy in a nursing home with John F. Kennedy. But the mummy in that film also comes out of like a lake. I know this is kind of more like a swamp, but it's still kind of a nod to this film, I feel. Yes, Josh. Happy birthday, and also hee-haw for Josh in the chat. There you go.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. May just like, and with that, I'm out. Like,
Yeah, goodbye.
this.
He said goodbye. Mage is like, I can't stand to see the mummy come.
Yeah. I love this shot right here.
Yeah, it's so awesome. It's so disgusting too. I love it. That's why I like this one, because the mummy is really gross looking.
He is. He's not
Look
just
at the
your
greatness of
average.
Christopher Lee right there.
And with him being so tall, it's perfect.
Yes, it's unreal.
Like, I love how the makeup, like, just used his cheekbones and
Yes.
his orbital bones perfectly. They didn't overdo it. It's Swamp Thing, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, basically. And the whole like hands that he's doing right there, that's like symbolic for the risen Osiris in Egyptian mythos.
I love
So
how, like,
the ancient priests used to do that and bow their heads and pray to Osiris to, assist
Yeah.
them and intercede for them back in the day.
this whole time they're just like, "Oh, don't mess with the mummy," and he's over here conjuring it.
Yeah.
That makeup though is like chef's kiss.
Yeah, it is. And I like how Christopher Lee plays it to where it's like it's almost hard for him to walk.
Yeah. And that
Like
yeah,
he
to
truly
be
feels almost like he's undead, It's
to be
awesome.
his size to do that too is a pain in the butt. It's not
Yeah.
like he was a little guy, like shit, I think if I was his height and I had to pretend to like have my legs give out like that, I would just fall flat on my face. He did such a wonderful
Same.
job.
And imagine, we're watching this and but how many takes was that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing we gotta factor in. Like Mage missed like one of the most beautiful shots in the movie.
Yeah, it's okay though.
Uh-oh.
He's back though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
back,
this character, I think he's the same because he's kind of weird. I'm trying to make sure I give you all accurate information because I screwed up a little bit there on the one, but I'm pretty sure that is Felix Alamer, and he's playing Stephen Banning, like I said, who's also the same character in some of the other Mummy movies from Universal. So it's just cool to see how they've incorporated his character into this one too.
Nice, 80. I hope you have a lovely snack, my friend.
Yeah.
The mummy's trying to get a snack right now.
Ham and Swiss burritos with lettuce and bread and butter pickles. Wow, that sounds kind of good, 80.
Interesting.
I'm probably gonna have some hash browns after the stream tonight.
Ooh, that sounds good too.
And then I'm probably
Wow.
gonna zonk the frick out because we're losing an hour of sleep.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll definitely have to
wow.
head out as soon as we're done as well.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
you just thought you were safe in a nursing home, didn't you?
Diddy always finds a way.
Yeah, Diddy always finds a way. He's like, I'm going in raw. Oh, no.
my.
No. Oh, God.
Sorry, Nolan. I couldn't pass up that opportunity.
This is what happens when you don't sign my record deal.
Like the dead eyes too. Like he did so
Yeah.
good with this.
Oh, he's so
Like, and how
gross, too.
slimy he is.
I
and-
know. It's so gnarly. That's why this is my favorite one.
Honestly, I think this is like the most realistic mummy makeup you can get
Mhm.
because if you actually look at like photos of mummies, they look
Yeah.
like this, not like the others where
Yeah.
like the bandages are too clean and
And it's crazy how even like think how old those mummies are and how well preserved they still are though.
yes,
Like normally they would be nothing but almost dust or skeletons by the point we found them, but they were so good at what they did. It's just remarkable.
Of course, we have to have the complimentary woman with a strange hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
one was street. It's not a Hammer film without it.
No, of course.
I do believe there is some brandy coming up, so everybody hold your horses on that because
Okay, guys, we did warn you not to watch Vampire Lovers in front of your parents. So if you keep doing that, that is all on
Oh,
you
did we
guys.
have another one watch Vampire Lovers
We
with their family?
did,
Oh,
we did.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but we warned
Yeah,
you
y'all
last
should
time.
yeah, never mind. Yeah. That's like the equivalent
okay,
of watching something else with your parents.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just
Blah.
that's just not a
Yeah, that's what you watch after dark when
Yeah.
you're alone.
yeah, secretly.
Giggity.
That's why we didn't show it.
Yeah,
for
we
our
can't show
Hammer
that one.
Horrors.
It is a good one. I do recommend it, but yeah, it's definitely the Lagoon After Dark for sure.
Yeah, it is a good film. It's just not appropriate for YouTube. So
But we will show Twins of Evil,
yes.
which is the prequel to it. So
Yeah, but
And
that
that
one.
one is still a little spicy, but not as spicy
Yeah,
as
exactly. It
Vampire
is
Lovers.
YouTube safe, whereas that one would lead to discussions that would get us banned. So
We could also probably show the third one, but honestly, I think y'all should, since y'all are already taking the initiative to do Vampire Lovers, watch Twins of Evil with us, and then go back and watch. I can't remember what that one's called, but watch the third one
yeah.
because it's a great trilogy, but yeah, it's a little too spicy to show on.
Well, I know we're not necessarily showing the movies, but the subject matter is in
Yeah,
depth, and it's a little bit
Yeah.
of a subject matter which YouTube would be like, nope.
yeah.
So, unfortunately,
Chris,
can't
didn't
go
that
too
happen to Jackie? Oh yeah, with Nosferatu. Yeah, she watched that with her mom, which
far.
yeah.
Oh no!
That I don't know. People, I feel like that wasn't bad, like in a sexual way, I guess.
Really?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty bad, dude. Like,
I mean, there's okay. I mean, there's
yeah,
parts where she's like, "Oh, he's coming." So I don't know. I don't know. It
like,
feels a
I
little
don't know.
weird
I
watching that
guess
with
I
my
just
mom.
watch. Well,
yeah.
if it's with my mom, yeah. But at the same time, she's always watched movies with things like that in
Yeah,
it. But I've always had to close my eyes, you know.
yeah,
My
yeah.
thing is the fact that people took their kids to see Nosferatu. I'm like, what about
Oh,
this?
yeah. That's probably
That's
Well,
a
yeah.
kids
kids,
movie.
yeah, that's different.
So
Thank you.
I still wouldn't watch that movie with my
Dino
parents. That's for
Nuggies.
sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Especially that
But
end scene there. Like,
oh my
no.
Yeah,
god, that's a
oh
big
god,
strawberry.
yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh my god, the wife has big ass strawberries. They're like huge.
I bet.
Yeah, like that was a really weird segue after what we were just talking about, Mage. Like, whoa. Everybody got quiet. Like, everybody.
Oh my god.
Settle
We're gonna get
down,
striked by YouTube.
Mage.
We were talking about big strawberries. Come on. Alright. Get your mind out of
We
the
were
gutter,
talking
you
about
stupid
Nosferatu and
AIs.
stuff.
Oh, jeez.
And then big.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
were
perfect
you
transition
filling her
from our
in on what
Nosferatu
happened?
talking to big strawberries there. Yeah.
No, I mean these strawberries are huge
I
though.
bet.
Congrats, Carla.
So this is the scene before we get striked by YouTube. That I was talking about where if we have the British version of this film, they did censor it because it was very graphic on Christopher Lee's punishment here, which will be coming up. But in this scene, if we are watching the American version, is slightly gorier than the British version.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Hey, I have a DP in my cooler. I'm about to pull it out. So.
I just love how innocent like Mage means these things, but it
Yeah,
comes
I
out
know.
so wrong at
I
like the
know.
wrong time.
Yeah.
Like you could even plan that even better. You just clenched up. What is going on with you guys?
The line I use with my wife.
Is she enjoying the film tonight?
I think so. Oh, look at that pole right in the way. So this could be PG-13.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're like, man, she has big ass strawberries.
Yeah. Yeah, look at those strawberries. Wow. Oh God. We love you, Mage.
Oops.
Pull. All right, 80.
my back just popped. Oh. Well, don't be getting alcohol poisoning, guys. No, oh, Edie, there was a pole in the way of seeing the Axis strawberries.
Yes. I like their little aprons they got on there.
Yes, very, very modest.
Yes. They're like, whoa, it's Anubis. And I think that's Hathor, the bull. Yep. All right. So, whoa, who knows mythology? I do. Whoa.
I totally am like I used to like be so into Egyptian mythology, but I forgot like pretty much everything.
That's fair.
Because I haven't used it to write in a long time. So if you
Yeah.
don't use it, you lose it.
Right.
I've always just been obsessed with Egypt ever since I was a kid. I saw Stargate and I was like, it's real. And then I read actual mythology and I was like, oh, okay.
I was always more like, for some reason, I'm scared of the ocean, but I was always obsessed with like sunken ships and sunken towns. I think I
Mhm.
mentioned that before. So that's the kind of stuff that I would like be obsessed with.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stand for a little bit because my back is hurting me. So this is gonna be weird, standing up to watch a movie.
Sounds like the potato's almost there.
The potato needs to quit kicking me in the ribs right now because I'm in pain. I'm trying not to cry.
No, don't cry, Mercy. The potato's just like, I really like this movie.
I think he
Right.
does. I think he does.
So this is the sarcophagus that you can go and see in Scotland, the one I was mentioning earlier.
Mm.
So they actually have that. So that's pretty sick.
Secret message chat says, Gills, is this one that you would want to remake as well?
No, I would not want to remake this. I don't think this needs to be remade. I would like to make a mummy film. I would write my own, or I would rather like to adapt Lovecraft's Out of Aeons or Eons, however you want to pronounce it,
Mhm.
which is his mummy story. And I would much rather adapt that if I was going to do a mummy movie, or just write my own kind of mummy film.
I would
I
be
don't think that this
interested.
needs to be remade at all.
I would totally be interested in seeing a mummy film that you originally
Yeah.
write. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I would definitely try to bring in like creepy stuff. I would definitely make it hardcore horror.
Oh, for sure.
Because Egyptian mythology is really awesome, but it can also be really creepy depending on what kind of part you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Corn on the mug. Oh my God.
God.
They use that.
Yeah, classic Sam. So speaking of the person I showed all these mummy movies to, he just entered the chat.
Hello.
What's up, Sam? Glad you're here, man.
Secret message chat said this reminds them of like an alien warlord coming down to take people
Yeah.
to their spaceship.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Stargate, you know.
Oh, it's because of his headdress. Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
it. They're like, it's giving Roger from American Dad.
Oh my God, Mage.
Mage with the strawberries are real so bad.
They're real.
He's like, they're real strawberries, okay?
Is Nolan enjoying the film so far? Maybe he turned us off to watch the movie first.
Who knows? I hope he's enjoying it. I hope everybody is. I
hope
I
so.
really dig
It-
this movie.
It
Yeah.
seems so. I could judge
Very
how people
interesting.
are really into the movie is because they're silent through the movie and they're going to be more talkative after.
Yeah, it is a good movie. Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't think I like Tyson Dino Nuggies. Ugh.
You don't like
Oh,
what?
Dino
Tyson.
Nuggies? I don't
Oh,
either.
yeah, I don't either, man.
They're bad.
Yeah, I mean, if you have no Dino Nuggies in sight,
Yeah.
get them. But like, yeah, I would definitely get another brand before Tyson.
Yeah, I wanted to try it, and I just don't like it.
No, they taste like sawdust to me.
I would say if you can find, I don't know what brand it is, but if they have the Jurassic Park T-Rex on it, and it actually
Oh.
says like Jurassic Park Dino Nuggies. Those are really good.
Did
Never
he
heard of
scare Nolan away?
Did he scare Nolan away?
Duct tape mummy's band name Mercy.
What?
Oh yeah. I keep.
Oh,
We have the band name game. We
Oh,
still
yeah.
do that, bro. Duct tape mummies. That does sound like a bad name. Good call. For those of you that don't know, sometimes when people like randomly say stuff, it sounds like a band name, and we kind of put them on a list. It's like a tradition here on the show. I see you're on Twitch.
nice.
Are you enjoying the movie so far?
Hope you are, man. I love this movie.
Okay, I could finally sit back down. Whew. See, that's exactly why I don't have my camera on lately, because I have to do all this weird stuff to be comfortable, and it'd be weird on camera.
Right.
So just a little weird thing that I always do. I always watch Hammer's Phantom of the Opera either before or after I watch the second Mummy film that Hammer did. I guess it's just because they kind of both kind of end in like the sewers or whatever.
Yes.
But I always feel like those are a really good, cool double feature. And maybe we'll show those in the future on the panel. But for Hammer Month, there's so many good ones. I decided to eliminate those two. So if anybody who is familiar with Hammer and they're wondering why we didn't show their version of Phantom of the Opera in the second one of this, I felt like Plague of Zombies and Frankenstein Created Monster and the Satanic Rites of Dracula were better ones to pick than those.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we do have people looking forward to when we show the Rob Zombies monsters. I'm glad you guys are looking forward
Good,
to
I
that.
hope so. Yeah, it's a fun time. It really is the best way, I think, to end Hammer, because I think you'll see after watching all these Hammer films that the Monsters is just a love letter to Hammer.
Is that Thousand Island they're gonna be putting on him? Because he looks like a lettuce. Nope, never mind. It's just paper. Let us commence.
Oh my gosh. Mage is over here with the dad jokes tonight.
Yes.
I applaud you, sir.
I mean, look.
Satan eyes.
Nolan is like, this is a ghost music video right now. No.
Also, we get Purdue chicken. I'm not sure if you heard of them. The chicken nuggies from them.
I want to say I have, but don't quote me on it.
It might be a northern Midwest thing. So I'm not sure if it's in the southern Midwest or not.
One thing I say about Christopher Lee is like the intensity of all of his performances can be felt, especially in his eyes.
For sure.
Like he's got that great. I think that's why he plays such a great Dracula as well. It's like his eyes, like it's just so raw emotion.
I
Yeah.
agree. He was very good at speaking with the eyes. And that
Yes.
is something I feel like is really necessary, especially in horror. You have
Yes.
to be able to be emotive through your eyes, through a lot of things. One of the secret message chats said, "This isn't the Katy Perry music video."
Yeah. A Katy
You're
Perry
right.
music video. So yeah, we might have the British version here because if I'm not mistaken, the American version they actually show the tongue getting cut. I could be
Yeah.
wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what differentiates the two
It's-
versions.
Yeah, this is Universal International. It said at the beginning.
So it might be the American. So maybe I don't know. I know I got a VHS copy of the first Dracula we showed.
Mhm.
And it was
Nice.
actually Horror of Dracula with the title card, and that version was actually edited. Like they didn't really have as much of the gore and the blood in it, you know.
Wow.
And I'd never
Wow.
seen that version before, and I was kind of geeking out. I definitely prefer the British version with the gore and the red paint, you know.
Yeah.
But seeing the like kind of altered American version was really surreal.
Oh, I bet, especially when you're used to a certain version of
Yeah.
the movie.
And I'm definitely going to be doing a deep dive, retro deep dive video review into that in a couple of weeks. So look out for that. chat and
Yes,
everybody else. It'll probably be coming out on a Tuesday or a Thursday, more than likely a Tuesday. So
Please check out everybody on the panel's channel as well. Don't hesitate. They create a bunch of stuff.
yeah, come hang out with all of us.
Oh, I referenced you, Gilboy, in a reaction video I did for Ren.
Oh, really?
And they
Awesome.
they have a Gilboy or Gilman face mask on one of them.
Really?
To you. Yeah. I'll
Yes,
have to send
please
it to you.
do. All right, I just pulled out my DP, bro. I'm ready.
It's time.
It is time. Oh yeah, here we go.
Strawberries and DP.
Oh yeah, hear that fizzle?
Oh, here on Hammer Horror
Mm.
Movie Nights.
Look at them drinking their brandy. It's time to pull out the DP for the brandy.
Yes.
I'm just gonna pretend it's brandy. I'm too broke to afford Hennessy
As
right
long
now.
as it's not the wine milk.
Oh God, no.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh my
Now I
gosh,
don't want my
Nolan.
Dr. Pepper now because you said that.
Thankfully, I'm drinking water.
I only have
Yeah, Paige did give me a DP, Nolan. What about it?
Yeah. Poor woman's
Oh.
probably over there like, what? Like, what is going on in your chat?
I always like it when she gives me a DP, bro.
Green robe.
Awkward silence in the panel now. I love it.
I'm over here focusing on this green
Yeah.
robe. Oh my gosh, 80.
Oh, thank you, 80.
Roger's
Is
not
it the
here
big
calling
red
me-
lips? They
Roger was
pucker
just-
because I'm out of water right now, dude. Okay.
I don't know, 80. What can you say about me?
Chat's gone wild tonight.
Yeah.
The mummy brings out the wildness in us
Yeah.
all. There he is.
Look, he's just hanging around, bro. He's chilling.
Oh,
like
please
a
don't
villain.
Say that. Now I can't unsee it. Tom and the gang said it looked like he's wearing tighty whities above his.
He
He is wearing tidy whities. He's like Superman, but like the inversion of it.
But like now I'm gonna be super focused. Don't ruin this makeup for me, bro. No.
Nah, Tom and the gang just ruins all the makeup talk we just did.
Yeah, like dude, what the hell? We're
All
supposed
right.
to be pals,
Me
bro.
before I go back to work.
Yeah,
That guy kind of looks like the drunk from Andy Griffith's show.
he does.
No, you're lovely, 80.
Oh, thank you, 80. No, but you're lovely.
Everybody
Thank
seems
you.
to be drunk and watching The Mummy tonight.
Well,
so
I would have to say, if you are going to get like trash, this would be a good movie to watch trashed.
It's releasing, did he?
Michael Ripper's like, that's it. I'll be the main
He's
character in the next
releasing
Mummy
it.
movie. You know, one thing that I really like about Hammer films is like, just like, look at this scene. All
Yeah.
the extras are also really like their performances are believable.
Yeah, they're not like obvious extras, you
Yeah.
know, like in modern films, it's like girl one over here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like they actually
Yes,
put time and effort into their little backstories for whatever little
exactly.
time
And
they
it feels
have.
like all these people, you know, because back then, you know, most people hung out at pubs and they drank, and that was like their social. So it really feels like that in this scene too. And I just love that attention to detail that Hammer does.
Does Tom just like these movies so much because like the pubs remind him of his bar?
I probably.
But yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out too, because that was something I wanted to talk about last time we saw that. So I'm glad you mentioned that because
Yeah,
it's something you don't really see in modern day.
you
So
really
if you are
don't.
getting into acting and stuff, and you're just a supporting role, do it up like this.
Yeah.
No, not like this. Don't barge in and strangle the director to give you
yeah.
a better part.
And even if the director like doesn't really confirm, like come up with your own backstory, like make it feel believable, you know,
Mhm.
even if it's not really mentioned in the film, like you could tell, like we just saw in that extra scene there, like you could tell like that guy had his own life, he has a job, he's probably talked to that guy several times before. Like it's just awesome to see that.
I like how like the mummy was just like, all right, I'm out. Like,
He's like, dude, I shot you like 7 times, even though I only have 6 bullets, but I don't care.
this is the gun the girl needed at the end of Long Legs. Oh my god,
Oh my
guys.
god.
You guys are paying attention. Oh my god, I
Oh
love
my
it.
god, I'm so glad. Yo, next Friday, Elvis is gonna review Long Legs, so y'all watch out for
Ooh,
that.
I can't wait to see that
I
one.
checked at my account and he basically scheduled a video without my knowledge, so I apologize in advance. But
He always does that to you, bro.
yeah,
Like
I
he has
know.
it out for you.
In fact, that video actually caused me to have to do facial recognition by Google because they thought my account got suspiciously
Hacked.
hacked, which was hilarious.
That was
And
hilarious. I remember you sent me a message. I was like, I've never had that happen before. That's how good you do Elvis, bro. You're like, yeah, this is totally Elvis.
yes, I'm sure Elvis will strike again after the next Long Legs review.
I'm
So
sure he will too. He just can't get enough of you.
I know. Yeah, that's basically Elvis's review, Nolan. It's like you know.
Nolan's the secret Elvis that barges on your channel. That's how he knows.
Yeah.
Oh, here's our favorite color, green, throughout the whole movie.
Yes. But like, just look how awesome that lighting is, though.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
this is before like CGI, you know. So like, just imagine how painstakingly they had to set up the lights, and
Mess with
just
it.
so
like-
awesome.
He's like, excuse me, I'm gonna read the feet here. It says, "Leave me alone."
Yeah. Do not disturb.
Like, could
I
you
am dead.
imagine? I would be so mad. I'm like, you know what? I'm resting, and now you people want to poke and prod at me? Like, don't you think if my tomb was this hidden, I did not want to be bothered in the afterlife, bro? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, why don't we just pull that out? I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Absolutely not.
Nice, 80. I don't know if you can, but if you could, it'd be really awesome. I know it's only 3 extra minutes woven into the film, but if you could get the extended cut of the new Nosferatu, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought it was like it's only like Peacock actually has it.
Do they have it? Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's just like him at the dinner table, and I think it's like the Children of the Night scene and him talking about like black magic and stuff, but I still wanna see that scene. And then there's that iconic scene where he's walking down the hallway in the silent film that's also in it too, which I was like, why did you cut that? But whatever, I guess you have to cut something. So if we do show Nosferatu on the panel, I think we should just show the extended. It's just 3 minutes longer, anyways.
I agree, and we can absolutely, but that's one I want to absolutely save for when I have more energy and I'm not growing.
Yeah.
A human
Oh, for
being.
sure, yeah, because that's like 3 hours.
And I want to be able to
2
actually
hours and
partake
16.
in the conversation.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like shave my beard and have the mustache.
Look like Robotnik over here.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it. I
I
can't
can't
see it since
either.
my friend
That's
said that.
that's why I sent you that meme too of it too with the Jim
Yeah.
Carrey stuff. I was like, oh my
Yup.
God.
Yup.
It's not that scary, bro. It's just a mummy.
Yeah. Chill out. You'll be fine, bro. I'm just looking up something for somebody that asked a question here. You guys are asking way too much of my brain to remember things right now. So sorry for the clicks. If you
It's
hear
cool.
that.
And I like the little Easter egg to the scarab Egyptian god on the right there. Oh, it just cut away, but that's like a very like, unless you're like hardcore into Egyptian mythology, you know, you're not going to recognize that. But I always kind of appreciated that. Don't ask me its name because I don't remember because I'm a poser, but I do remember that deity.
We start episodes 2 and 3 of The Strain on April 19th.
Cool.
To whoever asked. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your screen name on the.
And a few days after is my birthday, that Monday.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah.
What timestamp are you guys at? Because my movie just kind of crapped out. for a second.
57.
56, yeah, 57 now. So
Okay.
I guess Mage is a little ahead.
I
All
guess
right.
so, even though we
Yeah,
I'm
you
at
know, at the same
57
time.
now. It's all right.
I'm at like 5709 now. So.
Yeah.
I'm at 14,
pretty-
15, 16.
I
That's
pretty
weird.
much got right what you guys said. I just skipped ahead. My Google Chrome is acting weird tonight.
But I also downloaded it too, so
Me too.
That's how I talk when my doctors make my appointments at like 8:30 in the morning, and I realize I have to be up. Thank you, 80. Like, well, why is it so early?
man, his eyes are popping out.
I know, right?
Holy crap.
That's exactly how I look in the morning when they make me go there.
He's like, I think, my favorite actor in Hammer because he's in almost every single film.
Okay, we have 3 students that said they would remake this.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you do, please send it to me because I'd love to watch it.
Oh my gosh, Edie. Yes, there is always a chubby constable.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be a Hammer Horror without a chubby constable, a lady with a weird hat. Nolan
Brandy.
would remake it too. Oh my gosh, Sam. You're
Chicken
making me
wraps,
hungry,
nice.
dude.
Sam's always got the best dad jokes.
Dad jokes are welcome here. Mummy versus Godzilla. How did
Yeah,
I
no,
know?
it's like I would remake it Mummy versus Godzilla.
That is such a pretty green, dude.
I'm just
Emerald
curious
green.
for the film students who said they would remake this. If you would remake it, would you change anything or like what would you do? Would you change up like the Egyptian deities or would you include them? Like would you show them or would you keep it mysterious or would you enhance the gore or like what would you do?
They said they would add just a little bit of gore, but not too much. Make him a little bit dirtier with the makeup and kind of keep him more of a mystery. So, like, if you wanted to do a sequel, you could.
Okay.
I mean, it would be really hard to kind of remake this one because it's so full
Yeah.
in itself. But
I
again,
think
I'm
if y'all
biased.
see how it ends, you'll understand why I say I wouldn't remake it.
Yes,
But
we haven't even made it to the end yet.
but I wouldn't be opposed to a remake, but I do think that this is it's good on its own.
How does he always get with the ladies that are like the dead people?
I know, right? Because he's Peter Cushing.
He likes them living dead girls.
Yeah.
Gonna make the mummy grow real big, and Godzilla would have to beat his ass. Okay, I'd watch that, Nolan.
I would too.
She's like, "How did you find my high school portrait?"
Yeah. Wow, I
This
can't
picture-
believe that this ancient woman looks just like me.
I agree, Nolan. I agree. Sometimes gore can be like too overdone, and I feel like if gore is just gore for no reason, it can get kind of boring depending on what kind of film it is, you know. But
Right.
why would they believe you? Yes, I think so. You
Yeah.
heard Mage before. I don't know. His eyes are kind of doing a wonky thing right
Yeah,
now.
I'm here.
He got distracted by his wife's strawberries again.
Can you hear me?
He would make an Elvis mummy. He would Ethan Hawke would be the mummy.
Oh my gosh. I agree, Nolan, and that is something that we will discuss more when we get into the whole Psycho series.
Yes.
I hope
Because
you
there
watch
is
along
gore
for
in
those.
Psycho, but it's not
It's so
it's-
minimal.
yeah, it's minimalistic gore, I would say.
So I hope you watch those movies along with us, Nolan, because those are really good. Mage is
Can you
having
guys
a
hear
rave
me?
party.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you guys can hear me. All right.
Yes.
Yep. Your character's eyes are just been going wonky a little bit tonight. Like they shift back and forth really fast, or they get a little cross-eyed once in a while.
Yeah, I've had some problems with my thing. It's too dark for it. I just have the light off.
Ah, gotcha.
'80s saying you're just enjoying those strawberries, bro.
Secret message chat says they would just get a Peter Cushing hologram for their remake.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I mean, I know I would say I would remake the Gorgon, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not the same without Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
I could see this being remade in a way, but yeah, it would be tough.
I think so too. Like I said, this is one of those Hammer movies that is more full. So it'd be kind of
Yeah.
hard to pick and choose what you want to keep and what you don't.
I could
Without
see
it just
you
being like an updated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an updated version, maybe?
exactly. I agree with you. I could see you maybe remaking the second Mummy film that Hammer did. And that's not to say that that movie's bad, but they get the Egyptian mythology wrong in that movie pretty badly. So, out of all the Mummy movies that I think Hammer did, that one would serve as a remake because I don't feel like they did a good enough research to make that
Right.
film, honestly. But the storyline is still good that you can look past it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one I think is good, and Mummy Shroud is also really good.
Here, Mage 2, you can see the size difference between the actors.
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
didn't have to hide the size difference on this one.
Yeah, because the mummies usually are taller.
Apparently, Gills has to piss in a cup for Nolan.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he just said you have to piss in a cup on Monday for him. The
Oh.
mummy's like, hey.
Oh my goodness.
I think
Nolan.
they're drug testing all of us again at work.
Oh.
I'm excited to see what drugs I get to test. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's like,
I
my
almost spit my
wife.
water out.
He's like, it's my wife.
He's like, it's been centuries since I've seen you.
I like how you can see the sadness in his eyes.
Yeah. Makes you feel
I like her
sad for
eyes.
him. That had to be a pain in the ass to have that makeup around your mouth the whole time.
Oh,
though.
I know. I'm
Right?
at, like, how's he
Like-
breathing? Just through his nose, probably.
Probably, I would think so. Like I know now they have lighter weight stuff so you could actually breathe beneath it without it ruining the makeup, but back
Yeah.
then they didn't have that. So And think of how many hours he had to sit in the makeup chair.
Yeah. How about Back to the Pharaoh starring Tom? Oh my god.
Wherever Peter Cushing is, dude, the dead come back to life. Get it with it.
That's
Or get
true.
with it, I mean. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If like the closer the time gets and I like slur over words and I'm saying shit backwards, just ignore it and chalk it up to pregnancy brain because it's been happening a lot.
No, you're a demon.
Like earlier, I asked my dogs if they wanted to outgo,
Yeah.
and then I was confused why they didn't listen, and I was like, oh, it's because I'm not saying it right.
Yeah, I actually did that yesterday while recording. I was just thinking, I like and I was just messing up the words so much.
Do
That
they
short will
really?
be out soon.
Do they really ding you for that though, Nolan? Because I know places up here won't ding you for that as long as you're not doing it on the premises.
They do here.
Like they
Wait,
don't
what
care
is
if you do it in your free time, but like
what is
if you
Nolan
do it,
saying? I told them I need a few months notice for the drug check.
because like I don't know, maybe it's different down there, but like I said, up here they don't care as long as you're not doing it on the job. As long as you're sober and sound mind coming to the job, they really won't ding you for that. It's just like harder stuff they would ding you for,
I'm pretty sure that's the same.
and I think so too.
I think they're only going to be checking for like hardcore stuff.
Yeah. When's Brendan Fraser gonna show up?
Here in about 40 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
When it's post-credit scene.
Now they're making him
Look how
look like he's
you can really
extremely
see how
tall.
tall he is there. Yeah.
Oh
I know.
yeah.
They're doing perspective right now, though.
I remember
Someone-
an actress in Dracula 1979 AD or whatever said that before he got in the Dracula costume, he was just a charming man, and she was worried that she was going to have to act scared in front of him because he was such a gentleman.
Yeah.
She's like, as soon as I saw him in the Dracula outfit and they said action, he went into character. She's like, all that fear on my face was real. Like he
That's-
scared the crap out of me.
Because he was so good at he knew how to
Mhm.
use his height and his eyes and everything. Okay, so somebody in the secret message chat is gonna make us all feel old because they're like, "Who is Brendan Fraser?"
Oh,
Yeah,
Do
unfortunately.
we have a rabbit hole of movies for you?
Brandon Fraser is the one that is the pretty much the Peter Cushing like character in the what was it 2000s late 90s
Yeah.
mummy movies.
Yeah, before he like disappeared off the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a good actor, guys. Like just look him up and go through like pretty much anything he's in.
Mhm.
He's actually really good, and he's such a nice dude
Monkey
in
Paw.
general.
Yes,
He's
Monkey
very
Paw
very
was good.
humble.
yes,
Yeah,
it
he
is a good movie.
Yeah, 80, I bet you're gonna be drinking a shit ton of water tomorrow.
Yeah, you should start now.
Yeah.
You'll think of yourself a little bit tomorrow.
I like how they're trying to
Good
make him look tall like Lee here,
Yeah,
Right.
with him being
What
on
you
the
munching
step
on?
and
some
they-
hot Cheeto fries,
Oh, I want some of those. Chester's or just Cheetos?
just Chester's.
Oh, I love Chester's. Oh my god. I want some.
Yes, the wife
dude
got me
munches
some.
on those
I'm just
too.
like so happy about him.
I have truffles.
She's the
chocolate
best.
truffles.
I'm trying to stay away from all the junk food and stuff.
That's
See,
good on you. I'm not.
Look.
At least not right now.
I usually do stay away from it and only have like only eat bad like once a week. But this kid has me craving everything, and if
I
I
bet.
don't eat it right, then like all hell breaks loose. He will like continuously kick me, so I have to follow what little man says right now.
That's adorable. Have you been craving anything like super wild or just typical stuff?
Well, I mean, I eat weird combinations of food normally. Like Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but when I was a kid, I used to dip my Oreos in apple juice.
Oh.
Yeah,
That does
people
sound a little weird, but I'm not.
people
I'm open minded, so I'm
people
not going to
say
be
ew,
judgmental.
but it kind of reminds me of like when you have like an apple fritter or like an apple pie and you put ice cream on it. So it's kind of
Mm,
like that
it's
in a
like that.
way.
Okay,
Okay.
I can see
So
that
like
in a weird way.
for
Yeah.
me to say anything weird, like I do that normally, so I haven't noticed anything. I think for me, the weirdest craving he has me eat is Velveeta mac and cheese because I hate that shit. It tastes
Oh,
so
Really?
I love
nasty to
that.
me.
Oh, I love the mac and cheese stuff like that.
I'm always a big thing about like I make a really good homemade mac and cheese, so like I
Oh,
once
so
I
you like
eat
make your
that,
kind of own? Okay.
yeah. Um, and I've never been like a real big fan of Velveeta because I don't like the aftertaste, but because he's in my belly, like that's all he's have been eating lately, and I'm like, okay, you know what I miss the most out here in New Mexico? Popeyes. We don't have Popeyes up here.
Oh,
We do.
Popeyes is really good. Yeah.
I don't like
Even little
Popeyes.
Nicky likes Popeyes.
We got Five Guys and a McDonald's and a Burger King, and behind our Burger King, they give you belly piercings. I don't suggest it.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I gotta show you
Oh,
that.
you can't. Okay, you got to give some more information. You can't just say that. Not
So
what?
like our Burger King got in trouble and actually became a meme group of it because the manager of the Burger King was caught giving belly piercings behind the Burger King while
Oh,
they were
what?
in like they had the person like laying in the back of the Burger King on
Yeah.
the asphalt giving like
Ew.
Wow.
so
What
it
a
became like a
creeper.
running gag for like the longest time.
That's crazy.
That couch is too big for him.
Yeah, it is.
I'll show you guys some of the memes later.
Yeah, Popeyes is pretty good. Y'all are making me want to have Popeyes now. Y'all better stop talking about it.
I am so hungry right now. I'm gonna have to like eat after we're done here.
Same. I think after the stream, me and the wife are gonna have a fire and we're gonna watch Dagon outside. Yeah,
Nice.
next to the lake. It's gonna be awesome.
Sorry if you guys hear pounding. I'm trying to break this chocolate in half.
Oh, you're
There we
good.
go.
Are you for real, 80? I want
They
more
closed our
details.
KFC.
You know what?
Whoa,
I wouldn't
never
expect
mind.
anything less from KFC, bro.
Wow.
They closed our KFC because they weren't making enough money.
They closed ours because they
They're
deep
like,
fried a
welcome to
rat and
KFC.
sold it.
We have fried chicken and methamphetamine. Just let us know what you want. Don't worry,
Right.
the sodas are free.
They actually deep fried a mouse in somebody's
Ew.
chicken bucket in ours and
Ew, I
sold
think
it.
I saw that online.
Oh, Rebecca, we don't have DoorDash here. That would be like so expensive out here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sometimes depending on where you live, it's just cheaper to go get it yourself. Because
We
I
don't.
was trying to
Yeah.
get some DoorDash and it was like almost $100, and I'm like,
Ew.
no, I'm just go get it myself. I'm not
Jeez.
that lazy.
Yeah,
Screw
we
that.
don't have DoorDash up here, bro. Thank you though.
It's like Breaking Bad out here. It sounds like it, 80.
Well,
That's
you are
wild, man.
your state's pretty wild, so
I can't wait till my new chair gets here. Ugh.
I like how even as he kind of semi insults this guy, he's like really charming and nice about it.
yeah.
Right.
Wouldn't expect anything less from him, to be honest.
So cool.
Something's
see.
broken on my end.
Secret message chats are coming in fast, so I'll probably just wait till the end to scroll through and see what we got.
That's awesome. I'm glad that they're really enjoying it.
Oh my gosh, Nolan.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I don't need a Taco Bell. I'm not a fast food person. I'm a diner food person, and there is a difference.
That's fair.
There is a
I
difference.
love me some Taco Bell though. It's guilty pleasure.
Man, my
Yeah.
dude used to get Taco Bell so much that like I lost taste for it.
That's fair. That's like me with Wendy's. I used to eat there so much that
Yeah.
I just can't anymore. I mean, I could have, obviously I need to eat, but like,
Yeah. but-
yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to probably go to Wendy's ever again.
Right.
I used to destroy those chicken wraps they had there, though.
Oh yeah.
I love their
Tom
chicken,
and the
spicy
gang.
chicken.
Yeah, they were so good.
Yeah.
Nolan has to paint his toilet later. Oh my gosh. Tom and the gang. We're gonna try to be at ScareCon not this year, but maybe next year.
Awesome.
So
I think so are we. Hopefully, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we're hoping to see who can come in person, who has to be virtual. And so like you guys should probably sync up with us and we can like kind of do a live stream live.
I'd have to be virtual, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be there, but if not, I'll be there virtually. For
Yeah,
sure.
they're trying to get me more information about next year's for like travel because I know like they pay for travel for certain things. So
Hey, Taco Bueno's normally pretty good.
never heard of them.
It's like Taco Bell, but like
good.
slightly bigger portions, I would say. Like only slightly though. And they're more like
Oh, okay.
burritos, I feel like. I mean, they definitely have tacos, but I've always
We
liked
have-
their burritos a lot more.
Gotcha. We have Taco Bell and Taco John's, and then we actually have authentic taco places and food trucks that are all Mexican stuff, and it's so good. Though the real Mexican stuff is real good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're a little more expensive though than Taco Bell.
Oh, for
But
sure,
they're
but
just
it's
better.
better
You get
quality
a-
and yeah.
exactly.
When you,
you
pay
get a-
for
you
real
ask for-
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
get
gonna
a
say
big
fast food is all
burrito from
processed
them.
and not even real food, and it's just got a bunch of
Exactly.
chemicals in it.
There's this Mexican
Um,
place out here. They got a chimichanga and it's huge. I'm like, oh my god. Normally I
Yeah.
can finish.
For my Mexican food, we just have like this mom and pop shop, and they're just like here.
Nice.
Did y'all know that some women live stream their childbirth? Yeah, I saw that. That's
Oh,
gross
really?
To me.
No
That's-
way,
that's-
man. That's,
Yeah, that's
no.
gross to me, and like they're selling it
No.
on their OF and stuff. That's
No.
gross to me.
Ew.
That to me, that's like
No.
borderline like CP stuff. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I agree with
is
that shit.
borderline. Yeah, no, I'm good.
sorry.
That's something sacred between husband and wife.
Yeah.
Peter's ready, man. He's got the upgraded double barrel shotgun going on.
The house looks
He
very
is
familiar.
Ready.
Yeah. Like I said earlier on in all these hammer streams, you're gonna notice like the sets are all the same but just slightly different.
Yeah.
And just goes to show you if you got a good studio or good set pieces, all you have to do is rearrange them and you could make multiple movies.
One of the film
Yeah.
students says, watching these Hammer horror movies in a row like this is kind of like watching a gigantic gothic horror soap opera. Since
Yes.
the sets are basically the same, like you said, it's
Mhm.
like we're just watching like the second part of,
Mhm.
another one. Yeah, that is true. They do act like that a little bit.
Yeah.
Dark
And that's why I
Shadow.
like this one, because this mummy movie still kind of feels gothic-y a little
Yeah.
bit. Where I think the second one a little bit, and by the third one not so much, but it still kind of, I mean, it still kind of does. But you'll see what I'm talking about when we watch it next week.
I like how he's like just leaving the lady with her
Yeah.
fancy coat in the bushes. Like, sure, stay here. He
Don't
won't find
worry.
you here.
He's after you, but he's not going to find you in between these two trees.
Especially since you stick out like a sore thumb, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit much. I don't think that's cool at all. Considering it would technically fall under the CP section and they will be investigated for that.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that did that and then they like regretted it afterwards because
It's crazy.
like it wasn't worth the whole fetish thing afterwards.
Yeah.
It is kind of creepy how many creeps come after you though once they find out you're pregnant. That's weird. It's really weird.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she got pepper spray.
Yeah.
He's like, I want my wife, and I'm gonna take her.
Oh, did she cut her hair?
Oh,
I think it's up in a bun in the back.
Gotcha.
Could you imagine them like secretly giggling through this whole scene?
oh yeah. I'm sure they had to do this multiple times. I would have laughed so hard.
Oh yeah, Rebecca. I didn't say you were gonna do it. I'm just saying like it's so creepy that you would think. She's
Yeah.
like, stop in the name of love.
Yeah, see?
She's like, I'm wearing red now. He's like, that's my wife.
He only recognizes her with her hair down.
Yeah. Oh man. I need to stop or I'm gonna eat that whole bag and then hate myself in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Perks to not being on camera. You can be just stuffing your face the whole time.
So this is our hammer girl for the night. Sorry I haven't mentioned it. I feel I got sidetracked with the hot Cheetos there.
Yeah.
It's Elizabeth Yvonne Scatcherd, but she goes by Yvonne Furnox. I don't know if I pronounced that right or not, but anyways, she's our hammer girl for tonight. And she was also in this film called The Dark Avenger and the House of the Arrow. So if you're interested in seeing her in other films, you might want to check those out.
Yes, this inspector is slow. Somebody pointed out it took him forever to get there, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe he's on the mummy's side, guys. Did you ever think of that? He's probably like, look, the mummy just wants his wife back. So, like... And there's our classic girl being carried by monsters.
Yes. So, yeah, I don't know if everybody remembers, but I was saying, like, anytime... excuse me, sorry. Anytime Universal Studios is involved with the Hammer production, you are going to get that more iconic Universal monster where the creature's carrying the maiden and like the, you know, the kind of more overt Gothic architecture with the all the kind of stereotypicalness of that time period mixed with the Hammer cheese, of course.
I think the monsters doing this should make a comeback.
I do too, yeah.
Because it like kind of like brings like the masculine and feminine together.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the fair maidens with the creature, and it's like Beauty and the Beast in a way.
Yeah, and also too, like with this, you know, the mummy isn't necessarily the villain per se. He's kind of a tragic figure. You know, he's just really wanting love, and in his time period, he wasn't really allowed it. And then even still in what is considered like the modern time in this, he's still not allowed to have it. So
Right.
I think there's a lot of beautiful symbolism within this mummy film that is lost in other ones.
Yes. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to read this secret message chat out loud because Gilboys is gonna have a fit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, somebody actually enjoyed the new Wolfman movie.
Oh my god. You're banned. No, I'm just kidding.
They said they've watched it twice already and they actually enjoyed it.
Well, I'm
Okay.
glad you enjoyed it.
I'm
It's
glad you
definitely
did.
not for me. I can't stand that film. I feel like it's abomination. But if you enjoyed it, more power to you. I will never tell you not to enjoy something
Of
that you like.
course, yeah.
Dang.
Oh, I couldn't imagine being in that water in that dress. Oh my gosh. That had to feel so
Right.
uncomfortable, like the fabric alone.
Oh no, he's dead. Don't hurt him. He just wants his wife.
Exactly, Nolan. Art is subjective.
I wouldn't call the Wolfman art.
I wouldn't either, but hey, you know what? We're not here to hate on our viewers.
Yeah, it's true.
We just politely bully you.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I like it. I like it because like we could see the different age groups of people that are watching us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like obviously this person that enjoyed the new Wolfman
Never seen another werewolf movie, probably. Sorry.
probably or is of the younger generation that it was probably catered to.
Yeah, I'm not a big werewolf person, so I don't really watch it.
So you'll probably like it. No, you probably I'd be, I'm not saying people are not gonna like that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't pay money to watch it. But I'm glad that
Yeah.
they enjoyed it.
Yes, I'm glad there's somebody out there.
And I
that
hope
enjoyed it.
everybody enjoyed this film.
Yeah,
I thought
It
definitely
was
awesome.
interesting.
paying attention to the art cards and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me scroll and see what we got going on here.
Yeah, I wanna know what they're saying.
Okay, we have somebody saying that this passed their expectations. They thought it was going to be cheesier than they thought,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
which is wonderful. We have somebody saying that they're probably going to give this one a rewatch after we get offline. They kind of like to listen to what we have to say while watching the movie before they concentrate, so they will write in after they give it a proper watch. Fair enough. Fair enough. I
Okay, that's
understand.
fair.
Out of the people that said that they wanted to do the remake, the reason that they're doing that is because the professor has told them to take a classic that people claim doesn't need to be
Oh.
remade
Okay.
and try to remake it for class.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
So it's a challenge. And
It's
I
a
think
chal-
Okay.
This would be a good one to do that then for. I 100% support you on that then.
so we have the question then, now that you've seen the ending, because before you said that a little early, you've seen the ending now and you see how this movie is
Yeah.
kind of full, right? It does have everything, the beginning, middle, end, everything's there in the happy movie sandwich, you know?
Yeah, because in the sequels to this, I just want to butt in and say that to piggyback off
Mhm.
what you're saying. And the sequels to these, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing are no longer in it. Like they're all self-contained mummy
Mhm.
stories. They do happen. Like this is the one that takes place first, and then the next one takes place. There's certain like
Yeah.
time periods that they set in. But like I said earlier, like when I watched these with Classic Sam, I showed him the second one first, then the third one, then the first one. And there's no like they don't take place right after each other. They're self-contained films.
Right, yeah. So they said it's actually going to be more difficult to do this project than they
Yeah.
thought now that they saw the ending.
Yeah.
We want to know how it goes though.
Yeah, if you do
Yeah.
decide to pick this one, please let us know because I'd be very interested because that it would be a very hard challenge, but I think you could do it.
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
the challenge they wrote in was said that it has to be one that does not need to be remade. So it
Yeah.
can't be any of the cheesy ones we've watched so far.
Yeah.
So I think this would be a very good one, a wonderful
Yeah.
challenge, because it would be hard to really eliminate anything,
Yeah.
but it would also be hard to add anything.
I mean, you could just make
Yeah.
it gorier and maybe
Update it a little bit.
elaborate like some of like the like the past shots of him before he becomes the mummy. Like you could maybe spend a little more time in Egypt and the ancient world and some of
Yeah.
those flashback sequences and maybe show a little bit more of like the magic, like you could show like the creepy spookiness of when he's doing the spells and stuff. But outside of that, like I said, I would not remake this one myself personally. I would
It
just
would
do my
definitely
own
be
mummy
hard.
story. Yeah.
Right.
Nolan, I'm glad you liked the movie, my friend.
Yeah, I am too, man. I'm glad.
I hope you watch The Mummy Shroud with us next week.
Yeah, the Mummy Shroud is awesome. Yeah, that one's really good too. All the Hammer Mummy movies are amazing. So even though we're not going to show the second one, if y'all want in y'all's own free time, watch that one before we watch the third one next.
So here you guys go. While we're
right.
in between comments, we got The Mummy Shroud on Friday, and then we have Plague of Zombies on the 15th, and the 22nd we have Haxan, which is an amazing silent film.
Yes.
We can screen share Haxan, like we said
Haxan
before.
is very black metal, so y'all make sure you listen to
is,
Mayhem before y'all join chat.
I think it's a wonderful film to put, since after that one we have like a week off in between, like I said.
Yes.
It's a perfect way to kind of be there before the next round of Hammer films. It's a great end.
It's a good closure for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Especially with Plague of Zombies being more voodoo-esque and black magic-y.
Mhm.
It's a perfect segue.
yeah. So
Little intermission before we get in there.
all the dates are updated, so a mistake from last night won't happen again.
Awesome.
So just so you guys know, movies and TV are just not scary anymore. No, they're not. But that's why
Yeah.
we watch the cool stuff.
Yep, that's true. What's up, by the way, Jack? Thanks for joining in.
We have. How many mummy horror movies are there?
For Hammer, I
Yes.
believe there's 3.
I think
There's
you
3 of them.
mentioned that before, but I think this person tuned in kind of late.
Yeah, so there's 3 Hammer films. In fact, hang on, because I should know this, but I haven't.
Is it the Dragon Emperor is the third one without the wrong actress?
Oh my god.
I was so disappointed with that one.
That's fair. Hang on. So there is. It's not going to be on here, is it? Hang on. Okay, so it's The Mummy, which is what we watched, and then the next one would be The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, and then The Mummy's Shroud, and then there is another one that's very obscure that's called Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, and that one is based off of Bram Stoker's mummy story that was also remade right after the 90s Dracula with Keanu Reeves, and they just call that Bram Stoker's The Mummy. And it's based off of the story called The Jewel of Seven Stars. And I don't want to, it's kind of a cosmic horror mummy story, but I don't want you guys to think that there's going to be some kind of like Cthulhu monster. It's definitely Egyptian mythos, but it's definitely more cosmic horror-y. And it's very spicy, kind of like
I went down at 80.
Nosferatu and like the Hammer films. Like the Hammer films we can't show. I would say it's more on the spicier side. So definitely check those out if you really like this one. I don't think Hammer really has a bad mummy film. But due to the list already being so long, I didn't want to just be like, okay, we're going to show every mummy movie. I just wanted to show the 2 that I think are the most important to see. But if you really enjoyed this one and you like The Mummy Shroud next week, definitely check out those other 2 because you'll like them. I do think Blood from the Mummy's Tomb is the weakest, but that's not. Don't hear what I'm not saying. It's not a bad film. It's just I would prefer to show these 2 that I picked over the other ones.
Yeah, AD, I'm probably gonna go night after the stream tonight too. So, but let me see what else we got here. Okay, we got people looking forward to The Mummy Shroud.
Nice.
Yeah,
I that's just a really fun mummy story because you got kind of like the gypsies in it too, and like the kind of the seers. It's just it's just a good time, and it's just got a really cool mythos for the actual mummy itself. And I'll just wait till we watch it because I don't want to spoil anything. I think it's better to go in not really knowing too much about that plot. Honestly,
Someone said, did they just hire Christopher Lee for any tall, non-talking characters that they needed?
yes,
Pretty much.
absolutely.
Pretty much.
The one thing you can accuse Hammer of, that's exactly what they've done.
I think The Devil Rides Out is the one he actually talked the most in. And
yes.
then, like everything else.
Yeah. It's like I said during that stream, this is the most you'll ever see him talk in a Hammer movie outside of maybe Rasputin.
Yeah.
But I mean, in Star Wars, he didn't really talk either. I mean, he did, but he didn't.
I mean, crap, if you look at his old YouTube channel he had before he passed away, he barely talks in that either, and that's his. Like, he just wasn't a talkative guy, my friends. Okay, there's a lot. Okay, guys, since there's a lot of people commenting the same thing, if I just read out something and you've already said it, I'm not going to go individually and repeat the question, so...
Yeah.
Or whatever you commented, so just bear with me here.
Awesome, we're getting a lot of comments, though. I'm
a lot of them are trying to figure out how they would remake this for a modern time. I think that assignment for the other three people, I guess like those three people are together in a class.
Yeah, sure.
I guess now they're like inspiring them. So now everybody's talking about what they would do. A lot of them are saying they don't really want to modernify it with the gore.
Yeah.
Because they say that would take away from the story.
Yeah.
But you can't exactly like keep it old either for a modern audience.
You could just make it slightly more bloody, maybe not gory, but you could maybe show like, when he's strangling people, like how, awful and horrific that really is for the victim.
Yeah, something like that. Like, somebody said if they had to remake this for a modern audience, they would just pull a Hitchcock and use the emphasis on like kind of what like Nolan was talking about earlier, like less is more, like they like just hint to it.
Yeah.
They think they would do a little bit more of that to bring it to a modern audience because they're afraid if they tried to add more gore to it, it might scare away a modern audience that's here for a story, which it could be true too, because there are horror fans that prefer story over gore.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. That would be a good way to redo this. I'm glad this is kind of cool how this is turning into a conversation on like what we would do to this movie.
Yeah, no, I'm digging it. That's why I'm excited to hear what everybody would do, and that's awesome.
We have another person that says that they wouldn't use any gore at all. They would concentrate more on the mythology side of it.
Yeah,
and try to make it like a whodunit or like a choose your adventure through the movie. Like you're trying to figure out what characters are gonna end up dealing with everything. So that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say to those that do have this actual assignment for their class, I would definitely, if you can, read the Book of the Dead, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Maybe not like the whole thing because it's pretty big, but if you read like their mythology or their mythos, that you could probably incorporate that more into it, which is what I was saying earlier. Like when they cut back into the ancient world, you could probably expand maybe that a little bit and kind of show more of like their belief system and their religion and stuff. That would be really sick. Like if I were to remake this, which I still stand by, I wouldn't. If I would, that's what I would do. So I'm just saying you might want to look into that, like you said, the focusing on the mythology aspects.
Maze's character's clearly in The Office.
That's definitely what I would recommend you as well do if you have this assignment, because that would be really cool. Because there's not too many good movies about Egyptian mythology. Honestly.
No, it's all just bits and pieces meshed together. Really, it's not really like
there's more Greek and kind of Roman mythology stuff more so than Egyptian.
Rebecca, that's true too. You can use Saran wrap instead.
Yeah, that's true. Like you could show like the decaying corpse kind of stuff, the nastiness.
Yeah, but that's also, I think, why they use more muddied makeup too, because like the corpses, like mummies' corpses, are already they're not real like decomp where it's gory anymore. So that's why they use kind of like the brown shades and like they kind of keep it close to the skin. But if you were gonna modernize it and maybe have it be like a modern mummy, I suppose there would still be some. But Okay. Mage is.
I am the
I'm-
mummy.
Well, whatever you film students do, just know it's going to be better than the Tom Cruise Mummy movie.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh
Just
yeah,
want to let you
Yes.
know.
absolutely.
There's no way it could be worse than that. I
No,
promise
no,
you.
no. And we do have another person that says yes. Again, I second that. Following the
Jeez.
mythology more
Yeah.
and making the audience try to figure out what is going on. Is the mummy really a monster, or
Yeah.
can we sympathize with him? In this one, we sympathized with him.
Yes. But he was
So-
still a monster too, which is why I think
Mhm.
it's such a cool balance. So I also agree with what y'all are saying. I think y'all should go more that route.
Mhm.
And I mean, you could show gore per se, but like don't go Terrifier level, you know, or even Friday the
Yeah.
13th or Halloween, like, you know, maybe a little bit of blood, or, you know, focus a little bit more on like the suffocation aspects of it and
Well-
how traumatizing that would be. But I wouldn't go too far. Like I said, I would just focus more on like the mythology. So
Okay, so we have a couple of the film students that are also like they work more on the screenplay side of things.
okay, cool,
And
awesome.
they are asking that if they ever submit some of their writings to us, if we would read a little bit of it and then critique it for them here on the live and say our thoughts on
I
what
would.
they send in. I'm
Absolutely.
all down for that. We could
Yeah,
do that
I'm
after
down.
we get done talking a movie. We could do
Yeah.
it like an after show thing if it will
Yeah,
help you
that-
guys.
That'd be cool if,
I'd
as
be
long as
happy
y'all
to
are
do
cool.
that.
As long as y'all are cool with us
And
doing that, yeah, I would
and
love.
also if you want us to remain anonymous, we do not have to know your name at all.
That's true. You could still leave like an
So-
anonymous, or you could use like a ghostwriter name kind of thing.
Yeah. Please don't think that you ever have to
Dox yourself on our
yeah.
live streams. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I actually really love that. And if you guys
Yeah.
ever any kind of thing that you guys want to submit to us, and like we'll read it over, and then we'll like we'll hop on live and do chat with you guys about it. We absolutely do it. It doesn't have to just be screenplays, even if it's like a short story. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say full novel because we wouldn't have time for that. But if it's
Yeah.
something that's a reasonable time frame to chat about after we recap the movies.
About like what, 3 or 4 pages? Yeah. That would
Yeah,
be
yeah. We could do
Especially
that.
if it's a screenplay, like 3 or 4 pages is
Yeah.
nothing. So
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Yes, Rebecca, he does.
yes.
There was a bar in Cleveland. There was a bar band in Cleveland called the Psychedelic Flintstones that had a song called Saran Wrap, and they'd throw rolls of Saran Wrap in the audience, and we'd wrap ourselves up.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
That's
Oh, wow.
awesome.
That's cool.
That is awesome, guys. Well, a lot of what was said, we went over. We've all agreed on there are a few ways. So please let us know which way you guys decide
Yeah,
to go.
yeah, please let us know, because I really like all things horror anyways, and especially like the filmmaking aspects. And if you guys are really doing this for an assignment or just for fun, either way,
Mhm.
let us know how it goes and what your professor said. And
You
if you
c-
want us to look over stuff, please
c-
feel free to send that to us all.
You can submit your stuff to Mercy Hyde at kitsmomediagroup.com.
Yes.
And that way I can send it over to these guys for any
Yes, please
submissions that
do,
you
because
want
I
us
would
to look
love
over.
to
I think
look
this
over.
would be fun and a fun way to interact with you guys as well.
Yeah.
Thank you
Right,
guys so
Rebecca, it
much. That
definitely
seems
is.
like a lot of fun. I
Yeah,
can't wait to see what you guys come up with.
me either. I hope y'all really do submit it. Don't be scared.
Yeah, and what's really cool is like, I myself write, and Gilboy writes, and Mage
Yes.
got into writing a book now too. So like we
Yes.
all have different
I'm almost done.
different styles and stuff. So if it can help you guys become better, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Think of it as like a peer review here over at the panel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's so fun. Thank you for including us. Mage, we don't want to know what your character's trying to do with that hand now.
Yeah.
That looks a
Huh?
little
Oh, I
weird.
was-
Yeah, putting it
itching
under
my
the table
neck.
now, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Now it looks like you were itching your neck because beforehand it moved too fast and glitched and it did not look right.
Oh yeah,
Just saying.
hand tracking is all messed up.
Just saying.
It's too dark.
Yeah.
And okay, what are people rating this movie out of 10? How about that? What do you guys think?
Who, me? Like my personal review?
I'm
like
asking
9 out
our
of 10.
audience
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
because I think we kind of get the
Yeah.
we know you're a fanboy of
Yeah,
this
I am a
one.
fanboy of
so.
this one. So it's automatically going to be a 10 out of 10 for me. I know.
We
It's okay.
have a couple 10 out of 10s.
Yeah.
We have a couple 3 out of 10s.
Whoa, really? I'd be
We ha-
interested to know why so low.
We have a couple 5 out of 10s. 5 out of
5
10
out
is
of
fair.
10s? Okay.
Is the 5 out of 10s probably because the movie's older and you're not used to it? Because I could see that. I could see that. 'Cause
Yeah, I
you're
feel I
you're
could
kind of
see
like
that.
giving the props where it's due, but then like it's kind of not your fancy because it's a little bit older, and I could respect that. The 3 out of 10s though, I got a question like Gilbert.
Yeah, I got a question for the 3 out of 10s. That
So
doesn't
the
seem
3 out of 10ers.
Yeah.
Uh,
7 out of 10, that's fair.
the 3 out of 10ers are basically just saying the movie's too old style for them. They prefer
Too
more
old for
modern.
them. Okay.
Nolan says 0 out of 10. That one for Fraser.
Okay, we're gonna have to ban Nolan. No, I'm just kidding. Drunk out of 10 for 80.
I'm super glad though that you guys have voted the 3 out of 10. I know it's older movies, but you can learn a lot from them. You're probably not gonna like them all. Like there's
Yeah.
there's some that I show that Mage is just like, why is she making me sit through this?
Nah.
You could say no all you want, but I can tell why when I ask you about
Yes, Rebecca.
it. But
That and Blackberry.
that's why after we do the Hammer horror, we're going to have our every other Fridays be more like modern stuff, and then Saturdays be for the older stuff, so that way
Yeah.
it's kind of equal. And then we have Godzilla month coming up. Nolan put a nice list together
Yeah,
for
that's
us.
gonna be fun.
So that's going to be started to be scheduled after the Psycho movies. And we want to just give modern movies a watch too. We got Deathgasm coming up.
Oh yeah, Deathgasm.
I can't wait to watch that
100%.
again.
That's 10 out of 10. If you say anything different, you're wrong. So
We
you're banned.
got
So,
Deadstream
go ahead and say
coming
that.
up. I like Godzilla,
I feel
so
bad
old
because
movies don't bother me. I know that, Nolan, yeah. But
I feel bad because Lex not gonna be here for that.
I know.
Yeah, that
I know
sucks.
that was her favorite, but life happens, and I hope she comes back soon and
Yeah.
can paint again. Godzilla April. Well,
Yeah.
no, we're kind of scheduled out. April's full.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be
Um,
closer to the end of the month, or end of
Uh,
the year for the Godzilla stuff, probably.
Well, I think I have it scheduled up until May, and I think I told Nolan June or July we'll start doing the Godzilla stuff.
Yeah,
So
July's good. Sci-fi. I always do sci-fi stuff in
yeah,
July.
that's what I figured. I thought that we agreed on July being the
Yeah.
Godzilla stuff. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll shoot for July for that.
Maybe sneak in Earth versus the Flying Saucers as well on like a Friday or a Saturday one. That's a good one too.
We are the Strain now. We could do 2 episodes each on Strain nights, so we'll have a little mini intermission in between. But the longest episode was the first one, and that one was long enough to be a movie, so that's why I didn't want to double up on that one.
Yeah.
I think like each season has like 13 episodes, and then like when it gets to the 4th season, there's only 10 episodes, so we'll get through all 4 seasons rather quickly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But we kind of also want to do more modern movies
Yeah.
on Friday nights just to show them some love too, because you can still learn from modern-ish movies.
Yeah, we should show the Wolfman. No, please don't.
No, we're not
Kidding.
doing that.
Yeah.
Um,
I get it. Was the one that said the Wolfman was good, gave this 3 out of 10.
mhm.
Yeah, I figured.
No, Chris is playing his PS5 right now, so he's not paying attention to the chat, unfortunately, Josh. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing more of a mixture of that, and I think it's gonna be fun. And then in between, we'll have the Haunt.
Yeah.
The weekend of the Haunt, there will be no live streams unless I can actually get that going up there, which I should be able to. But there won't be like a normal movie live stream, is what I mean. So
Yes, it'll be the Haunt stuff. So
yeah, so
check it out and let me scare you all.
yes, because both will be written by Gilboy himself.
Yes.
So that's a way to support the haunt and his work. So, hopefully they have that all set up so we can just live stream, I think, from the different angles and have it all set up fantastic.
That would be
If
awesome.
not, I'll just put a GoPro on my head and go through it.
Yes, and then I'll probably be scared.
I can't wait. The thing is, I've already seen a sneak peek of stuff, but I don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I'm kind of holding back.
Yay! I can't
think-
wait. I'm so excited to see
I
it
think
come
you're
to
gonna
life.
be really excited on.
I'm gonna
the
be. I'll
actor
probably be
that
like, I
plays
can't.
the
I know this. I'm
Leviathan.
too scared to see.
I think you're gonna like it. I think the
Yeah.
casting went really well.
I
so.
think I will too. I'm really excited for it to all come together. It's gonna be cool.
You will have the haunt name when it gets closer to it. We don't want to
Yes.
spoil anything because
I don't even know it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, if you spoil too much, people are like, okay, I'm not going.
Yeah.
But if you've already bought your tickets for the last date, they will be honored at the new date. So
Yeah. Talk to Me is really good. Yeah. Talk to Me is a good film.
but other than that, I think we'll wind on down. We're at the 2-hour mark, and I know we're all tired. We have the time change coming.
Yeah. We gotta
Gilboy
get
has
dinner.
his lady over, and they gotta watch some
Yeah.
movies.
Gotta watch Dagon.
Mage has to chase his wife strawberries.
Yeah.
I have to feed the
The potato.
some potatoes. But
Good
yeah,
night.
guys, after shows will return once the potato is born. It's just hard for me to be on here. Roger,
Oh,
Slacker,
Roger, don't. Oh, come,
Oh,
bro. You're gonna come
Roger.
in right when we're gonna go off and call us slackers, dude.
Roger,
What do you rate the
haven't
movie?
been here
0
the
out
whole
of 10, Roger?
time. We're about to leave right now, and you show up, Roger. What the hell?
Yeah.
Roger.
I know.
What the
I
hell,
just went
bro?
to bed.
But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. A new episode of the T-Sips podcast will be uploaded at some point, and then my reactions, I'm going to just wait until I'm done going to and from the doctors because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
We're slackers.
So, these live streams are easy for me to do because we're just sitting here chilling, but oh, I'm out of breath
Yes.
because he's kicking my diaphragm.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Oof.
Good night,
Well,
80.
Good
Drink
night,
a lot of water
everyone.
tomorrow.
Yes, I was gonna say, please drink some water starting now, and then you'll thank yourself a little bit more. in the
No,
morning.
damn, y'all got to start over now. Why? Because Roger gave me?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Don't forget, next weekend is a Friday and Saturday stream, guys.
Yes. So
So,
we'll be here for both those days.
we
It's the
will.
Mummy Shroud on Friday, right?
Yes, because I didn't want to
Yes.
break up the Mummy films. So,
Yes.
Mummy Shroud, Plague of Zombies, and then Haxon, and then we have our week off.
We're a week off. All right.
And
Well,
then we'll play it by ear. And like I said before, if I have to be out longer, I will make sure Gilboy and Mage can keep the show going on.
yes, because the show
for
must go on.
Exactly. So in case if that happens, I want to keep the schedule as where it is now. And then that way, if you don't see me here, one of these two can host it. I'll just give you guys the chair position on my restream.
All right.
And that way
Sounds
you
good.
guys can do that. That way nobody goes without having movie nights and stuff like that. And I hope you guys have a great one.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Watch out for the mummy. He likes to